highest state for food insecurity in the nation. Greensboro and Winston-Salem and High Point rank the fourth highest and largest metropolitan area.
73% of North Carolina households served by the North Carolina Food Bank have to choose between paying for food, health care, or medication.
The food recovery hierarchy was generated by the EPA. It tells us that food waste and land waste work as a parallel. We use natural resources to grow and harvest our food. So when we waste our food, we're actually wasting the natural resources it took to produce the food.
Source reduction is the first level of the food recovery hierarchy, which basically means that we need to limit the amount of food waste that we produce overall.
The second most important thing you can do is feed the hungry. You can do this by donating food on an individual or industrial level.
Guilford College takes advantage of donating their unused food to local charitable groups in our community, such as Church Under the Brick. Food Not Bombs. Urban Ministries.
The next level on the food hierarchy is composting. Composting is a good way of reducing your individual food waste. It can also help grow crops, fruits, and vegetables without harmful byproducts of fertilizers and other artificial growers. For smaller scale composting projects such as backyard composting, it's important to realize what is and is not compostable.
Industrial-sized composting projects can take anywhere from 6 to 8 months. From our plate here at Guilford, food waste is placed in the food processor. After the earth tubs, the food waste, which is now mixed with wood chips and leaves, is put into a windrow, which is a grave-like hole filled with the food waste. Over time, the food decomposes in the windrow and is finished. Fertilizer is then used to grow vegetables at Guilford's farm, which is then placed in the food that we eat in the calf, in the Quakeria, and also the grill.
Guilford is in the process of replacing the earth tub with the earth flow. This is much larger and able to compost between 300 pounds and 10 tons per day. This means less labor and more control of odors, moisture, and vectors. There is the in-vessel earth flow as well as the site-build earth flow.
When food is not composted, it is tossed into a landfill, which decomposes it in an anaerobic condition, which also produces methane.
It is important to get people involved and aware of things human beings do to really destroy our environment. As a group, we decided to extend off our first half of the Green Project to use the information regarding composting. In the first half of our two-part project, we wanted to focus on spreading earth-friendly routines that are beneficial for the individual and the environment. An effective way to bring awareness would start with our youth. We decided to visit Parkview Elementary and teach a 5th grade classroom the process of composting and its benefits.
The Bill Emerson Good Samaritan Food Donation Act states that you cannot be sued if you make a food donation in good faith, which is why we went out into our community to pass out flyers to local restaurants so that we could spread awareness about a process that could benefit our entire community. After the food is grinded, David Petrie picks up the 32-gallon barrels that it's placed in by a tractor. The farm then places the waste in barrels, each able to 3,000 pounds of food waste, and is heated to